Hi, Cody Waite here with Waite Endurance at Session 6 Sport Performance. We've got Kathy Waite on the bike again. We're going to be demonstrating the sixth energy system, the peak power energy system, which is essentially our sprint power. So we're with the peak power, we target in our program a 20-second sprint, a 10-second sprint, and then that pure peak, like 5-second, or even sort of like getting the 1 second power out of that 5 seconds. So there's 3 different sprints depending on where you are in the progression of the series. We start with the 20-second sprint. The 20-second sprint is going to be done in a larger gear. So probably big chain ring if you have 2 chain rings, and kind of middle, even down to a smaller cog in the back, because you have more time to kind of wind it up, and it's going to generate really a higher like top end speed. And you're going to also come into this more kind of like a rolling start, kind of a soft pedal start like she's doing now. The other thing to keep in mind is you can shift during this sprint because it is long enough. It's really just sort of a short interval, essentially. So it's going to be 20 seconds long, 40 seconds of recovery. We do sets of 4 in our program, and I'll have Kathy demonstrate that. So let me get the timer going here. So getting in that moderately large gear, and she's going to really kind of, it's a much longer ramp up than the shorter version. So here's a 20-second one, medium to large gear. 3, 2, 1, start. So she's going to really crank it really hard for the first 5-10 seconds, wind it up. You can sit down, keep that speed going. It's kind of that last straightaway in a criterium. She's got 5 seconds to go, and then that last few seconds you stand up and give it everything you got. And done. 20 seconds. So clearly a full gas effort. So your peak power energy system, you finally get to go a true full gas. There's really very little pacing involved at this point. Now if we were doing the workout, she would only get 40 seconds to recover from this, and then she would do it again 3 more times. So she will start to kind of fade, which is normal, with each one after that. Then you get several minutes of recovery in between the sets of 4. Okay, so we'll let her catch her breath here. So that's the 20-second peak power interval. The second phase in the program is then going to a 10-second peak power interval. So duration gets shorter, so our goal is to be able to hit a little bit higher numbers. So in order to do that, shorter interval, you have less of a wind-up time, so you need to start in a slightly easier gear. More than likely, most people, depending on your setup, I guess, but probably big chain ring, but more like upper middle in the back. So it's only going to be 10 seconds. You're also going to start from a soft pedal, but maybe a slightly slower soft pedal, so you can kind of get up on top of the gear real quickly and start training more of that jump or snap for the interval. You rested enough? Okay. So she's going to go for it again. So normally we do sets of 4 of these. We're just going to do 1. All right, so she's in her medium size gear. 3, 2, 1, go. So she's hitting it really hard. For the 10-second one, you may stay standing or you may sit. She's halfway there already. Cadence gets up there pretty high. 3, 2, 1, and done. So that's 10 seconds. So she would have hit just a little bit higher power out of that one. That little bit easier gear allows her to get her cadence up. I don't know if you were able to notice in the video, but her cadence got quite a bit higher, a few seconds into that interval, because that little bit easier gear allows that cadence piece to get up there, which results in a little bit higher power. So again, if this was the workout, this would be like week 2 of that 6th block where we're training that 10-second. You'd go 4 times 10 seconds with 50 seconds rest, kind of an EMOM every minute on the minute, 10-second sprint. Sets of 4, lots of rest, 5, 6, 7 minutes of rest in between each of those blocks. Then the third and final week of the whole program, we work on that true like peak power. This is just a 5-second sprint, so you're really just looking for that highest possible single number you can get out of your power meter, out of your trainer. So again, it's every minute on the minute. It's a 5-second full gas sprint. This one you're going to actually do in quite a bit lower gear. Most often, if you have 2 chain rings, it's going to be your small chain ring and kind of somewhere in the middle in the back. And then the other thing you're going to do is you're going to start from a stop, like Kathy's doing here. So you're going to have like kind of a standing start. And the idea here with this standing start is you're really thinking more about creating not so much top speed, but top torque on the pedals. Getting from 0 to as high a cadence as you can hit in that 5 seconds, and that will yield the highest kind of power output or a power number for that. So it's going to be just a really quick split. She's going to go from 0 RPMs upwards of like 130 plus RPMs by probably 4 seconds or so. And in result, hitting some high numbers. You ready? All right, so good warm up. And when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, hit it. Just getting forward on the bike, and that cadence up, and done. Perfect. So had we seen that, she probably hit somewhere around 1,000 watts. That's what I think she did last year in class. And as you noticed too, her cadence got extremely high. And even in that standing position, she also shifted her body weight a little bit more forward, so she could push almost more rearward as opposed to downward on the pedals. It's kind of a little sprinting strategy that way. And this exercise is really, it's so short, it's actually not getting your heart rate up too terribly high, but it's extremely high torque, high speed, really working more of that jump into a finishing sprint that you would do at the end of a race potentially, particularly criteriums, road races, things like that. But at any rate, the Peak Power Energy System is the top of that on-bike energy system chain. Requires a lot of focus. It's actually pretty fun, even for guys like me that don't love sprinting. It's still kind of a fun workout, and kind of really hits some things that a lot of endurance athletes don't train, which is that top sprintability. All right, so that's Peak Power Energy System number 6 on the bike, and we'll leave you with that. Good luck, have fun.